I am Sulekha Chattopadhyay. I did my master's in physics at University of Pune, and then I did my PhD in environmental sciences from University of California in Riverside. Right now I'm working with the California Air Resources Board. It's part of California's Environmental Protection Agency. What we are trying to do is trying to improve people's health by trying and reducing emissions from not just automobiles but in general industry as well as other equipment that is used in farming and as well as aviation. Basically the way I look at it is like a three-layered system. You look at the global problem, then you look at it nationally, and then you look at it locally. So there are things that we can do as individuals on a local level. And for example, if we try to encourage organic farming like the one that's like literally on my right hand side here, you incentivize people from buying fruits and vegetables that are grown organically versus the ones that are factory produced. And then now if you go from the local level, you go into the national level, there are policies that a nation can put in place. They can say, okay, we will reduce taxes on land if it's used for organic farming. We will encourage builders and developers to have or mandate sewage treatment plants, to have solar panels installed. Solar water heating is some of the things that are slowly picking up steam. And globally, I think every nation is trying to sort of mitigate the impacts. It's just that we need to understand the urgency of doing it. What's lacking is the urgency and the financial support, because everyone thinks it's not my problem, I didn't create it, so why should I pay for it? The trouble is, even if you don't create it, you are going to suffer from it. So we have to make a difference. You need certain laws that are going to help the environment. Let's for example call the government the alligator, who's kind of slow and lethargic and needs to be pushed. But we have to, although it pricks us to sit on the alligator, we just say, yes, you're doing a good job. We encourage the alligator to write good laws, enforce them, and slowly try and develop a more sustainable society for us. As a person, I think of it as two ways. See, I'm trained as a scientist. So as a scientist, you think in terms of numbers, you think in terms of graphs, you think in terms of statistics. But as a person, you typically act in terms of emotion. Your brain never thinks in terms of numbers. We think in sentences. So unless and until we can try and touch the nerve or the emotion of the person to change their habits, to change their actions, or the way of life, that's when they will understand. You can show someone numerous graphs and plots and real detailed data, but if it doesn't impact their emotion, they will have a little less, they'll be a little hesitant to believe you. So you have to address this issue on both fields. You have to convince the heart and the mind, let me put it that way.